Today I'm doing a fun get ready with me, playing with a bunch of new makeup, just perfect for the over 50 woman. That's coming up next. Welcome back, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I've got a bunch of new stuff that I'm excited to try. Plus, I'm going to be sharing a new winged eyeliner and one and done shadow technique that I'm just loving. It's such a sophisticated, easy look that's perfect for the over 50 woman. If that all sounds fun and interesting to you, make sure you click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let's get started. I have my face all prepped with my serums and moisturizers and, of course, my sunscreen. And the first thing I'm going to start out with today is I got a little sample of the ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyeshadow Primer. I've heard such good things about this, so I was at Ulta about a week ago and I picked one up, so I'm really excited to try that today. It comes in this little silver tube. Isn't that pretty? It's really pretty packaging. And I heard that you just need a tiny, tiny little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that much on my finger, tap it in between the two, and put that over my lids. Wow. Look at that. That tiny little bit amount. I've heard that it's very, very concentrated. So we'll see how this goes. One of the things I'm going to do today is I'm going to bring the eyeshadow primer into the corners of my eyes because I get a lot of dark circles there. So I want to see if I can kind of counteract that darkness with a little bit of makeup. For primer today, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Putty Primer. I love this stuff. It's so good. If you haven't tried it and you're not happy with the primer you're using, this stuff is the bomb. You can see I've definitely hit pan and I'm now digging around the edges. So I'm just going to smooth that over my face, and I always try to make sure that I really get it in my under eye area because that's where I want my under eye concealer to really set down and stay. Today I'm going to go in with a little bit of color corrector underneath my eyes because I'm noticing some dark circles under there. So this is from L'Oreal. This is their True Match, and it's in the peach shade to kind of counteract that blue area underneath my eyes. So just a small amount right where that shadow hits. And then I'm going to tap that in and have it dry out while I'm doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to start with eyes today. I'm going to do this eye look that features a sort of a winged eyeliner that is perfect for mature eyes. At least I think so. And it's kind of a fun, different way to do eyeliner and eyeshadow. So we're going to start in today with first the eyeliner, which is unusual because generally you do your shadow first and then put the eyeliner over it. I'm going to be using this Exaggerate pen, and this is from Rimmel, and you guys know how much I love this if you watch my videos. I've been using it nonstop since I really discovered it in my makeup kit. It's really super black and it's very, very creamy. So I'm going to start in with the eyeliner today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this pencil about 3 or 4 lashes in from the outside corner of my eye. And once I do that, I'm going to draw a line straight down to my eyelashes. So I'm just going to place it right here and draw a line straight down to my eyelashes. And the good thing about this technique is you don't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. So once that I've got that straight down, I'm going to angle it over in kind of a triangle and start drawing it along my lash line. And it doesn't matter if you're perfect with it. If it looks uneven, that's okay, and you'll see why as we go along. So I'm really going to draw that line along the base of my lashes, right about down to where my eyelashes stop. I don't go all the way into the corner of my eyes because it gets really wrinkly there, and I don't want to accentuate it. So just draw a line, a heavy black line, right down along that lash line. So you can see I've got a very heavy line with a little bit of wing right towards the end of my eye, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over and do the other side. Now that I have that heavy black eyeliner with a little wing worked in on both eyes, and you can see it here, I'm going to jump into my Sultry palette and tap my eyeshadow brush into this shimmer shade right here. It's kind of a dark gray, taupey gray shimmer shade, and I'm just going to get a little bit of this on my brush, tap it off. I'm going to start tapping it over the lid and right over that eyeliner. This is such a great one and done eyeshadow look, and it has that heavy darkness towards the lashes, which really accentuates the eyes. So I'm just tapping that all the way in up to just a little bit above my crease, and I'm tapping it right over that black eyeliner. And you can see that black eyeliner is just now an accent color towards the base of the lashes. You don't really see the liner so much, you just see that darkness. Same thing on the other side. Bringing that shadow right up to above my natural crease. This is such an easy eye look. I just love it. And it really does look sophisticated. Now that I have that shadow worked over both lids, I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend out the edges. And so it's really smooth. There's a smooth color transition throughout the lid. Next step is I'm going to take my flat brush and tap it into this creamy color right down in the corner. I'm not sure what the name is, I can't read it, but it's right here. It's the creamy one right in the corner. I'm going to tap that right underneath my eyebrow to add just a real subtle highlight. Now I'm going to go back into this lighter color right here. It's a matte color. And remember how I put that eyeshadow primer on the inside of my eyes? I'm going to tap that into that shadow area and see if I can't lighten that shadow area up just a little bit so it doesn't look so much like a deep cavern. See, this eye's done and that eye isn't. You can see the difference in the shadow between the two eyes. And that's it for the eyeshadow. Isn't that just the easiest look? And I love the way that it really highlights the eyes. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I don't generally do this on camera, but I thought I would today. I'm using the On Point eyebrow pencil. I actually received this in PR. It's a tiny, tiny little tip on this pencil. You can see it right here, and I've really been enjoying it. It's just a really quick way to do your eyebrows. Nice little spoolie on the other end. So I just start into the middle of my brows and really just start adding color where I need a little bit more to fill in. And then I work down towards the bottom and get a kind of a clean line in the bottom, and then I'll work into the front. And once I have that color all placed, I'll just go back in with the spoolie and smooth things out. I'm so excited. I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I've heard so much about this particular foundation. I'm sure that you have too, and I'd never been able to pick it up. I didn't see it in any Targets I went to, so I finally ordered it online from the Flower Beauty website, and it like to never have come in. Honestly, I think it took almost a month to get here. So I'm really excited to be trying this. I went ahead and picked it up in L2 Ivory, and we'll see how it goes. Comes in a nice little pump. The bottle feels really good in my hand. And I'm going to start with just a pump on the back of my hand. We'll start with that right here and see how far that goes. So I'm just going to spread that over my face. Looks a little yellow. We'll see how it blends in. So tell me the truth. Are you happy that the holidays are over? I know they're so much fun, but gosh, they're a lot of work, aren't they? My holiday season this year was just fabulous. It was so peaceful and so wonderful and very, very stress-free. We really gotten out of the whole lots of gift giving in my family, and we just give some really thoughtful gifts. And you know, one of the best gifts I got all season was from my daughter. She made little cactus pots with different cactuses in them. They're so pretty and so cute, and it was one of my favorite gifts, truly. So this foundation is blending in really nicely, and when they say light illusion, it does have a really nice glow to it. Can you see that? It looks really natural and skin light. There's no cakey makeup look to it. It's really, really a pretty, pretty look on the skin. I can see why so many people love it so much. Just pressing that foundation into my skin with a beauty sponge. That's really a pretty finish. What do you guys think? To set my foundation today, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Powder. I've heard so much about it. This is the first time that I'm actually going to use it, so we'll see how it works out. It comes in a really big container. It has the little holes in the top, and I'm just going to shake a little bit into the lid. Just start with a very little bit. Take a big fluffy brush, tap it off, and just carefully set that foundation down. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the brightener color. I really love this stuff. It works really well for me, and it just really brightens my under eyes, which I need. It comes with a little sponge tip, but I ripped that thing off, and I just take it straight from the little applicator, and gosh, you just barely need that much. Tap it in between my two fingers, and just gently tap that underneath my eyes. And work it in with the beauty sponge. I like this one because it has a little tip on the end, and I can really get into that corner of my eye. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. HD Loose Powder. Love this stuff. It works so well under my eyes. Again, just put a little bit in the lid. I use this little angled brush to do under my eyes. Tap it off and then just gently place that in the corner. For bronzer, I'm going to be using an old favorite. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's just a tried and true one. It's very creamy formula and great color. I like it that it just doesn't have much warmth to it. I like a little cooler bronzer look during the winter months. So get a little bit on my brush and then just start placing that around my face. Go in with the big fluffy brush and blend that out. For blush, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Blush Balm. I've heard so much about these. This is a liquid blush. I haven't used a liquid blush before. So what I did is I went to Marshall's and picked up a Real Technique stippling brush, which I think that you need for these liquid blushes. So we'll see how it goes today. So the blush balm comes in this little tube. Isn't that cute? I wonder what color I got. I'm not even sure. Let's see. This is BB2 Pinched. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand to start out with and just squeeze it out right here. You can see the color. And then I'm very gently going to tap a little bit of on one of my cheeks. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. And then go in with my stippling brush and see how that works out. Oh, that's so pretty. Can you see that? What do you think? I love the color. It's kind of a deep peachy with just a little bit of pink color in it. I'm really loving this. I think this is a great way to do blush when you have a little bit more mature skin, because it just gives it such a nice, dewy, natural finish. Let me put it on the rest of my hand so you guys can see the color right there. Okay, let's see if you can see that. Isn't that pretty? Just really subtle. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Sofx palette from Revolution. I love this palette. I got it on sale a while back when I think Ulta was having a big sale, and I picked it up, and boy, I just started using it a lot lately, and I'm just loving all the colors. They're so pretty. I've actually heard that this purple one here is really a glorious highlight. I won't be using it today. I think it would be more for an evening look. I'm going to go into this color right here, this kind of very light goldy color, and I'm just loving this formula, loving the way they stay and just the way that they look. So tap that off and just put a little bit right on the top of my cheekbone there. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? It's just subtle, and yet you can really see it. I mean, it's just so pretty. Such a good highlighter. Then go back in with my blending brush and just blend that out. I'm going to finish off the complexion with my beloved Milani Prep Set and Glow. You guys are probably tired of seeing this, but gosh, I use this every day. I just love it. So just a little bit on a big fluffy brush, and then just smooth that all over the face. I'm going to hop off now and do my tight lining and my mascara with my L'Oreal Unlimited. I love this stuff, and I'll be right back. For lips today, I'm going to be using my NYX lip pencil in the color Natural. At least I think that's what it is. I can't read the writing. It's so small. And my JOA in the color Yes. You guys know how much I love this. It's just the most beautiful neutral. These lipsticks from JOA are so luxurious. First of all, the packaging looks so high-end. And the formula itself is just really creamy. I'm in love with this particular color. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to finish everything off with the Morphe setting spray. I actually picked this up when I was at Ulta about a week and a half ago. This is their aerosol setting spray. This stuff is really nice. So just a little bit of shake, and then it almost feels like nothing going on your skin. It's really lovely. If you thought about picking this up, give it a whirl. I think you'll like it. Here we have the finished look. So what do you guys think about this Light Illusion foundation from Flower Beauty? I'm loving the look of it. It sits down on the skin so natural, and even though I set it with that Coty settings powder, it still looks glowy, which I'm really quite surprised at. And I have to say that I enjoyed using this blush balm from Flower Beauty as well. I'm not sure how well it's going to wear. It's pretty light, and blush kind of wears off throughout the day, so we'll see how it happens. And there's a couple other fun things. Of course, that eye look is just one of my favorite, to put on the eyeliner first and then a little bit darker one and done shadow over it. I think it's such a terrific look. And then finishing it off, of course, with this wonderful setting spray from Morphe. This stuff is really fun. I'll keep an eye on how it holds my makeup in. I've only used it a few times, so the jury's still out on how well it performs, but it certainly goes on the skin in a really lovely way. I hope you enjoyed today and found this interesting and a little bit informative. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing and becoming part of the family. If you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the Over 50 woman, make sure you stop by prettyover50.com, where there's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You know, it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Make it a great day. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.